Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Zygarde with Outrage in the Open Master League. We haven't really seen this one before on the channel, personally using it. We've seen other people using it against me. We've discussed this before. Going up against another Zygarde is going to be amazing. In this particular situation, going up against a Gyarados. Earthquake, not very effective. Crunch, not doing that much, but Outrage, doing plenty of damage there. And going up against a fairy, though, is not going to be the best situation, as all of your moves are going to be resisted, and the only thing to combat those fairies was going to be the earthquake. But I don't think we really run into too many of those problems here. So let's go ahead and see what we have. We're going to be pairing it up with Shadow Metagross. Thought I'd throw this one in here for fun because we are going to be getting the Community Day soon, and I just want to showcase to you a little bit more Shadow Metagross so you can see the power of this thing. Absolutely amazing. And then, of course, our good old trusty Kyogre Sapphire. And towards the end, we are going to be swapping out the Shadow Metagross for Dusk M Necrozma. So probably like only a couple of battles for it. All right, but with that said, let's see what we have going on here. This is going to do some good damage. Can we farm them down? Oh yeah, we even have Earthquake, but we're just going to go ahead and throw the Meteor Mash. Looks like they were bringing in their Dawn Wings. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Meteor Mash is good in this situation here. Bringing in the Kyogre, we still have one shield left. We're going to go ahead and let this go, calling that Dark Pulse, getting to the Surf, which should almost be enough to take them out. This thing cannot take a hit whatsoever. One more. Oh, we swap into the Zygarde. That was unnecessary, but we did it anyway. Leading with Zygarde the entire time. Met with a Ho-Oh. Here we go. Let's have a little fun. Oh, they're going to swap into their Origin Dialga. And we're going to go ahead and bring in that Shadow Metagross here. Everybody knows that this thing has Earthquake, so it could be a little bit of a risk going for it. And at this point, they hit me with Thunder. Or no, that was Roar of Time. It just did so much damn damage. I wasn't expecting it to do that much. I don't think I've ever had to go up against an Origin Dialga and I let it go. So yeah, a little unexpected there, but that's okay. Let's see if we can recover this situation here. If you don't know, then now you know that Shadow Metagross still can take a hit against resisted moves. Going for the Outrage, doing some good damage, looking all right here. We do have the Kyogre getting rid of their dragon, but they have another stinking dragon. But not only that, it's going to be the one that has a massive resistance to water. Kyogre does not want to have this matchup whatsoever. Unfortunately, not able to take them out here. Now let's see if we can. Did we drop their defense with Crunch? I think we might have. All right, but they swap into Ho-Oh. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Well, we really don't have too much of a choice here, but we let it go. We have no more shields. We farm them down. They don't have energy. We'll go ahead and hit that Thunder, and this is going to be enough to take them out as they have no more shields left, and we take the win. Let's get it. All right, let's keep it going. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated, folks. All right, here we go. We have a mirror match, Zygarde versus Zygarde. Typically, mine is always going to be the lower combat because I did just get it was like a 14-12, so it is equipped as best buddy, but a lot of these people have theirs as best buddy too, which is just going to still trump mine. So we go for that Outrage. Let's see what they hit me with. Earthquake. Okay, this is looking great. See how much better leverage you get if you have Earthquake, or should I say if you have Outrage on this going up against another one. Taking that win with still plenty of health left here. And they're bringing in Ho-Oh. Sounds good to me. So we should be able to get to an Outrage. We could, but they're going to be throwing right as I'm about to throw that Crunch here. And they're going straight for the Brave Bird. Sounds amazing. We bring in Kyogre. They immediately swap, and they have Landeras. So our Kyogre is going to be good against both of the Pokemon they do have left over. We're going to go ahead and just swap into the Metagross here to kind of put on the pressure, make them throw, hopefully get a shield here. I think they let it go. Okay, yeah, they shielded up. And at this point, we're looking amazing here. We still have two shields. We're definitely going to let this Sandsear Storm go. And we're amazing. We still have two shields. Oh, yeah, this is just perfect at this point. Now we're just going to go ahead and hit both of these Surfs as they've only got one shield left. We'll just go ahead and hit these back to back using that first shield and then throw in the next one here to take the win with the Kyogre yet again at the end, usually sweeping up for us towards the back. All right, next game we're met with an Origin Palkia. This is an amazing matchup for us here. Getting hit by Spatial Ren still does a whole hell of a lot of damage. Typically would build up to the Outrage, but a lot of times they do shield, but of course this time around, they are letting it go. This could be Spatial Ren, and it is. Not enough to take us out, but they can farm us down with Dragon Breath. So what I'm going to do is bring in the Kyogre. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to get to another charge move. Just an Aqua Tail, no problem at all. Getting rid of their Water and Dragon, so let's see what they have. And they're bringing in a Dusk M. Sounds good to me. So Sunsteel Strike's not very effective, so what they're going to be doing is basically spamming I mean, Dark Pulse, but technically they could have Outrage for themselves too, right? I see some of those roaming around once in a while. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and shield that first one up and go for the Surf here. And they're using both shields, which is making me think that there is probably a fire type in the back. And I'm pretty screwed at this point because all I have is this. Okay, it's a Landeras. Okay, we can deal with this here. So they are going to lower our attack. And we still are going to be hitting very hard while Landeras really can't take a hit. So let's see if this is enough. And it isn't. Come on, one more hit, two more, and they're getting to the charge move. Unfortunately, we're not able to take this win here, but at least we tried. That was a good game. All right, moving on. What are we going to see for our next game here? Another Palkia in the lead. Love to see it because of the Kyogre in the back. Such a horrible matchup, and this is actually pretty decent for us here. Now, again, I'm not building up to the Outrage because typically they shield it up anyways. Okay, that last one was one off, and we're getting a shield from that Crunch this time. We're going to go ahead and shield them up. Unfortunately, it is just an Aqua Tail, so they definitely got me here. But this Crunch should be enough. Do they want a double shield? They're not. Letting it go, and we're still in the yellow. Bringing in another dragon. I'm sick of these double dragons, to be honest with you folks. Going to go for that Crunch, especially when I'm running a Steel type, but it's just not particularly the best because the water resists Steel, and then the Steel resists the Steel. So it's best to have the Dusk main to be going up against them. But they swap into their Landeras, and this is amazing. Now, I feel like I should probably have let them hit me with another one of those because now at this point, they're going to be able to farm up. But if you've been in this matchup plenty of times, you already know Kyogre is resisted by that dragon, but you're still going to be able to add up this damage, as you can see here. They farmed us all the way down. Yeah, I don't think Roar of Time is going to be able to take us out, but we're going to go ahead and just shield up this first one here and then farm them down and take the win. All right, let's keep it going here, folks. Pretty excited to go see that Alien movie. Let's get it. Next game, met with the Kyogre. They're going to be swapping into their Zacian, immediately bringing in the Shadow Metagross here. And we are going to throw before they throw their charge move. And they're shielding it up. So Wild Charge, Close Combat are both going to do a whole hell of a lot of damage. So I am going to go ahead and shield up that Close Combat. As a matter of fact, I may double shield here and go for the farm down. Let's do it. Why not? Okay. Shadow Metagross does so much damage, we can put on that pressure even when it comes down to this Kyogre. I think they let this first one go. Yeah. It's unfortunate we did not hit Earthquake. Looks like they're going to go for the farm down here, getting to another Meteor Mash. Do they want to shield it up using that last shield, letting it go and surviving barely with any health here? So we're going to go ahead and bring in our own Kyogre. They have a Primarina in the back with Charm. This is not possible. Well, unless they let this. If they let this go, we win. All right, so we lose. And, well, our Zygarde can't do anything to go up against that Primarina. Not one thing, because, well, all the charge moves are not very effective, including our quick move here. Your best bet is to just go for the Crunch if you're stuck with this moveset here without Earthquake, to try to at least drop their defense, and it's not massively resisted compared to the Dragon. Letting that disarm, well, letting it go. We have no more damn shields. We're just sticking here just for the fun of it. Let's just see if we can maybe pull this off, folks. Can we make this happen? Yep. Zygarde did it. We pulled it off, and we take the win. Oh my goodness, that was so freaking close. The Waterfall's registration is faster than the Charms, and that's how we were able to pull that off. Next game, great lead with the Landeras. All right, so having Outrage in this situation here is going to be great for us, but they're going to be retreating with energy and bringing in their own Zygarde. We're just going to go ahead and throw that Outrage here. Let's go for it. Since we do have the Kyogre, we're just going to go ahead and stay in this matchup here because we were able to build up that energy and then throw the Outrage, so it's putting us at a significant advantage here, unless they have their own Outrage, and they don't. Hitting me with a Crunch, well, they technically could, but they just haven't showed it yet. So I'm expecting another Crunch here. We're just going to go ahead and farm them down, and that's exactly what it is. Looking great. Now, this Landeras does have energy, so they'll throw immediately here, putting us in an amazing position to bring in our Kyogre and take them out. And that's exactly what we're going to do. They have a Dialga in the back. They see the Metagross, and they immediately back out. I would do the same thing. Next game, we're going to be seeing got a mirror match going on here. Let's have some fun, and now you can see how much that Outrage does yet again. And, you know, it's just up to personal preference as to what you should run. It's not like this moveset's way better. You always, of course, Outrage, or not Outrage, Dragon Tail. Crunch, yeah, pretty much every time. Outrage can be swapped out for either Earthquake or Outrage. I mean, it's up to you, really. Personally, I'm just going to keep rocking Outrage for now here. So they're going to be able to take us out. Okay. Saw what happened there. farming them down with the Metagross right as we're about to get to that crunch, and they're bringing in a Kyogre. I'm going to go ahead and just throw the Meteor Mash because it just does so much damage, and we're getting a shield out of them, bringing in our own Kyogre here. Now we do need to look out. I do believe they built up a whole lot of energy. They do get a shield, and it is just a Surf, if I recall this correctly. Exactly, that is it. And we're going to go for a Thunder here. We are letting this go because, of course, it is going to be another Surf. We don't need to shield that up. All right, going for that Thunder, which will KO if they let it go. And they do. What is in the back? A Landeras. All right. So we're good. I think they actually trick us here. This might be the one, maybe. So we bring in the Metagross, which I should have just probably thrown. Well, at this point, it doesn't really matter unless they have enough energy to throw a Stone Edge. Oh, yeah. They know what they're doing. Watch this. This is pretty good here. So Sandsear Storm. I'm like, that's just another Sandsear Storm. And it is a Stone Edge, and they take the win. Good game. You got me. Can't even complain about that one. We have another Zygarde lead, folks. The Zygardes are out of control. Let's get it. People are starting to accumulate all those cells to actually make their complete form. It's nice to see that. Now, a little thing I have to talk about really quick here, stepping away from the commentary. Now, if you do have a bad Zygarde, all right, so your Zygarde just completely horrible IVs, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not going to invest all this time to get the cells and then the XL candy to power up a garbage IV. And you're not wrong for choosing that, okay? But what you can do is start accumulating the cells now, so when we get another chance to get one of these Zygardes, hopefully it's going to be better than your last one, right? And even better yet, it might be shiny. I'm not guaranteeing the next Zygarde they release is going to be shiny, but you know how they do. Eventually it will. So just keep that in the back of your mind, all right? You don't need to not hunt the cells now just because yours is bad, because we will be getting another opportunity, paid or free. All right, where are we? What's going on here? I think this is all but over here, and I back out. Yeah, got me. All right, next game. Zygarde up against a Dusk M. All right, let's go. We're going to go ahead and, of course, just go for that crunch. Obviously, Dragon's not very effective, so that's all we're going to throw. It's very rare where I actually throw Earthquake, even if I had it up against this thing anyways, because it usually will shield up after all that farming. So we will shield up that Sunsteel Strike, as I had a feeling they're going to be shielding this one up here. And at this point, they're not looking too great because we did drop their defense as well. So Sunsteel Strike's going to do a good amount of damage here. And they're swapping into their Palkia. And we're going to go ahead and throw the Outrage. They don't know we have this. Let's see how much it does to a full health. Oh, hell yeah. See, I mean, this thing may not hit the hardest, but when you're getting stabbed, it really does do a lot, especially if it is super effective. So, yeah, pretty freaking good, this thing, right? Definitely not good to go up against raids, though. Absolutely not. If you can drop it in gyms, oh, good God. It'll be like Blissey 2.0. Okay, so we have a Ho-Oh out here. I mean, things could not get any better than this. I mean, technically they could, but this is really good, right? So we will let this Brave Bird go more than likely. Yeah, doing a whole lot of damage. They swap, we farm them down, and then we get to the Surf while still holding on to that last shield, and we're looking fantastic. All right, taking that win. Kyogre at the end. Next game. Oh, everybody in Hawaii right now who's listening to me, who went there for that event, I hope you have an absolute blast. I hope you're having the time of your life. See, I made the personal decision to actually go at a different time. We already knew in advance where the next championship was going to happen. I have friends that live on that island as well, but I just made the choice to just go to Maui beforehand because I'm more of like somebody who likes to keep to myself. Yeah, I enjoy big crowds and meeting people. You know, I'm all that good stuff. I love having fun with people and talking, but I personally love my own quiet time. So I decided to go during that time. But anyways, just so you understand, like, what happened? Like, of course I wanted to go, but you know, you can't do what you want all the time. Plus, having Athena makes traveling that much more difficult. Yeah. Anyway, what do we have? What do we have? A Xerneas and one shield left. Okie dokie. What do we got in the back? The Zygarde? We got him pretty low. We got him pretty stinking low. We are shielding that up and going for the Surf, though. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm sure I have my reasons here. And then can we farm them down? Unfortunately not, but I think the Zygarde's going to be able to handle whatever the hell is in the back. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Weak connection, of course. Oh yeah, it's that. Yep, that's a wrap. There you go, folks. Outrage Zygarde. Thank you for watching and take care.